Boxing Voice.
BoxingVoice.com, live here with K2 promoter Tom Loeffler. Tom, Wladimir made a splash today. I mean, personality-wise, he definitely did more to entertain the crowd today than Bryant Jennings. Very open guy, jokey. You wouldn't expect that demeanor from a 6'6" guy.
Well, Vladimir's been a champion for a long time, and he's a professional, and he understands this is the biggest stage in the world here at the mecca of boxing in New York City. And so he understands he has to entertain not only at the press conferences but also at the fight, and I think this will be a really exciting event on April 25th.
Now, there was a lot of mention of things that happened behind the scenes to get this fight done, how hard it was, how long the negotiations went through. How long was that?
It was a long, drawn-out process. It was actually easy. We had come to an agreement with Gary Shaw in the beginning, and then things changed with the promotional company, and then we had to renegotiate some terms, then the arenas and everything. But at the end of the day, we got it done. It was a lot of work. We're here at the Madison Square Garden, and we're really excited. Also, to be on live on HBO here in the United States is the biggest boxing platform you could be on.
Now, the split of Roc Nation and Gary Shaw, did that cause any hiccups in the contract? Because Bryant Jennings did say to the Ring TV that he was still with The Roc. So did that slow things up?
It didn't really cause any hiccups. It just delayed things for a little bit, as far as finalizing everything. But again, at the end of the day, we got it all finalized. Now everything's on track. And we're excited about working with Gary Shaw. He was involved with Bryant's last fight when he fought Mike Perez here at the Garden. And now we're excited about working with Gary again for this fight.
Now, some of Wladimir's people today, when they took the podium, they mentioned Shannon Briggs. We know everything that Shannon Briggs has done, chasing Wladimir around the world. It was rumored that he was going to get this fight. There was a mention about him today. Is that the possible next opponent if everything goes good with this fight?
I think the mention, that was from RTL TV, and that was just pointing out that, Shannon is known in Germany because he fought Vitaly over there before, and with all the videos that have come out subsequent to that. But there's no comparison between what Bryant has accomplished in his career and where Shannon's at this point. I mean, Shannon was the WBO heavyweight champion, and he went the distance with Vitaly. But Bryant being undefeated and where he's at this career right now is one of the biggest challenges that Wladimir could face.
Well, obviously you're his promoter, but what sort of difficulties do you think Bryant Jennings presents to Wladimir Klitschko at this stage in his career, with all the experience, all the different styles that he's seen, being as though that he is an international champion? He's the definition of a world champion. Is Bryant Jennings just another name on the resume?
Oh, not at all. I mean, Bryant brings a lot of challenges. He's very technical. He's got good hand speed, great movement in the ring. I mean, I thought Mike Perez would beat Bryant Jennings last year, and Bryant definitely rose to the occasion and won that fight, and that's really what earned him this shot. And so Bryant brings a lot to the table that's going to be challenging. I think Wladimir is at a level in his career right now that he's just head and shoulders above everyone else. But he's got to prove that every time he gets in the ring. And when you fight an undefeated fighter, you don't know how good that fighter is because he's never lost, or how bad he is. And Bryant is definitely one of the biggest challenges that Wladimir could fight on HBO.